November 2024, when a girl from India who already failed in the PTE exam 15 times, particularly in the reading module. While Pearson released major updates to its AI, and it did not stop there, the changes continued to happen in 2025 as well. But this girl was no ordinary one. She was determined to get a nursing license in Australia that demanded a 65 plus score. And then something miraculous happened, and she cleared the PTE exam with an overall score of 72 in her 16th attempt. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex. I hope you all are doing great. All of you who are facing problems with the PTE exam must watch this video and learn from this girl how she used the correct approach, correct guidance and techniques to turn all the odds in her favor, to get a perfect score in the reading module, which was her desire. So we need to learn how she did it in 30 days, all the planning and the steps in this video. Year 1990. A girl was born in a small town in Tamil Nadu in India to a middle-class family. One of her uncles lived in Australia, and she heard many good things about Australia from him. So she grew a fascination towards Australia and made up her mind that one day I will also go there. But let's not forget about her empathy. She used to get very sad when she saw sick people around, and she always decided to become a nurse one day to help the sick people. From that day onwards, her aim was to become a good nurse. She didn't receive education in English, but because her aim was to do a nursing from Australia, one of the major problems lied in front of her was English. The Pearson test of English, or what we know as the PTE exam. Her requirement for a nursing license was to get a 65 plus score in this PTE exam. Attempt 1, 50. Attempt 2, 55. Attempt 3, 57. And she continued giving the exam until she had given the PTE exam 15 times. But no matter what, how many questions she practiced, and so many PT training courses she attended, the scores just did not increase. After watching our videos for a few weeks, she decided to choose Edutrainex as her new trainer, with lots of hopes and aspirations, and the journey to success began from there. We analyzed her skills and found there were 4 major problems. Problem number 1 was her reading skills. She took a long time to understand even a simple passage. Problem 2 was her vocabulary skills. There were lots of words in the fill in the blanks and reading writing fill in the blanks questions that she was unable to comprehend. On top of that, the problem number 3 was her grammar skills. I still remember the exact lines she wrote to us when she reached out to us for help. I want to shift Australia. That's what she wrote. We realized the level of help she needed to improve her reading scores, which was a lot. And to put the final nail in the coffin, problem number 4 was the lack of collocation knowledge. By this time, you all must realize that just practicing with the questions is not going to help you. We need to address the underlying issues that are related to the PTE reading module. No matter how many questions you practice, hundreds or thousands, if you keep doing this blunder and not fixing your problems, then I can guarantee that the scores will not improve. So let's start looking at the solutions now. She needed a study plan of attack. The number 1 step that Edutrainex asked her to do was lots and lots of reading on various themes and topics, around 2 to 3 hours per day. ScienceDaily.com is what I always suggest to all the people to read from, and she also started reading from there. And not just read, but comprehend, understand the new words, the writing styles and so on. We asked her to make a list of all new words she learned and keep revising them weekly. So for week 1, we let her read at her current speed. From week 2 and every subsequent weeks after that, we asked her to keep on increasing her reading speed, and then made her read the same amount of articles in lesser amount of time. This approach has many benefits. Because this is a repeated activity, your brain starts processing the information a lot faster when you keep on reading. And you also learn new words while you are reading more and more stuff. So you become familiar with English language as a whole. which is very much required to crack the PTE reading module. Step 2 was to address her vocabulary issues. Reading and learning new words was also helping, but she still needed more words to learn that are more specific to the PTE exam. This is where the prediction file plays a major contribution to your exam preparation. We offer two types of memberships, Priority and VIP. The Priority will give you the latest repeated questions, which we call as prediction files, whereas VIP will give you a lot more. Not just the prediction files, but the monthly updated spellings list and the monthly updated vocabulary list, which is very much required for your reading module preparation. And also you get the latest templates, which you can download and have been tested and tried recently. So a very crucial step in her preparation right from the week 1. She started going through the list of the vocabulary words that we provided from week 1 to week 4. For people who can't buy our VIP membership, can watch the video series on vocabulary. New videos are added every month. By week 4, she had improved her vocabulary and collocations tremendously. And the final step to improve the skills were to work on her grammar skills. Grammar is the base of any language, and if you have seen our reading fill in the blanks and writing fill in the blanks videos, you already know how much helpful is grammar in solving these questions. Our frequent grammar videos are particularly aimed at improving your grammar, and it has helped a number of students, many students. She started with the understanding of active-passive voices. Then she moved on to subject, verb, object, and then the word types in week 1 itself, and started recognizing these word types when she used to read from sciencedaily.com. This is a very important skill everyone must have to do well in the reading fill in the blanks questions. She continued the same on in week 2 and week 3 in understanding further things like tenses, prepositions, articles, and conjunctions. We also have grammar videos on YouTube for all these topics that I just said. By week 4, this girl had a fair command on grammar concepts and was able to apply them on the questions, which was very crucial. From week 2 onwards, we also made her to start practicing with the questions, not only from our apps, but directly on the questions that come in the exam, so that she practices on all types and all patterns of questions that are directly coming in the exam right now. Within 2 weeks of time, she made a decent progress in her scores. Again, the latest prediction, repeated questions of the exam plays a major role here, in particularly to practice. So you can also get, if you become our YouTube Priority or VIP member, you can get these files. And from end of week 3 onwards, she also started doing the reading mock tests, because it is equally important to manage your time in the PTE reading module. At the end of week 4, she did a PTE official scored mock test, and the reading scores were above 70. She was ready now. The judgment day arrives, and she gave her PTE exam, and the results were no surprises after what she went through and how we trained her. An overall score of 72. Her faith, dedication, and hard work paid off, and she beat the PTE reading exam in her 16th attempt. Not only that, she also saw a major boost in other modules just by improving her grammar and vocabulary. That already helped her in the reading module, but she also saw an increase in the other module scores as well.
Edutrainex is the greatest option for anyone who wants to take PTE seriously. They specialize in all 4 modules, particularly speaking and reading. Their AI platform is really helpful. Thank you, Edutrainex.
That was the story of Gita, who finally achieved her dreams of working as a nurse in Australia. All of you are capable of achieving such feat. You just need the right guidance and approach. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and continue watching Edutrainex to realize your PTE dreams.